Today, we are going to speak about CBO optimization. And guys, you need to understand something. I hate when people use CBO for the wrong things. A lot of people, they use CBO because they think it's the best thing ever. Yes, CBO is incredible. But the thing that you need to understand is you need to know how to use it the right way. And if you use it the wrong way, what's going to happen is that you're not going to be profitable. And you are going to think that maybe it's your product. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's your ads. But no, it's because you don't know how to use it properly. So keep that in mind. Okay, let's start diving in because I don't want to waste any single second. But before we start, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We make 3 videos every single day for your entertainment purposes. And to be honest, there's a lot of value. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and watch the entirety of this video. There's a lot to tackle, and the best is at the end. Okay, so let's start with the first thing right here. So you should use CBO to scale, not to test. CBO is definitely an incredibly powerful optimization, and used the right way, it's going to make you a lot of money. But used the wrong way, it is not. So you need to understand that it is great to scale, but not to test. So I would never recommend CBO campaigns to test, only to scale. Let me explain why in a few seconds. Okay, CBO is an incredible optimization tool, like I just said, but you need to understand that it optimizes in a 2 days window. And that's the craziest thing with CBO is one day it's horrible. And the second day, it's like God created CBO on the next day. It's incredibly consistent, but after the second day window. So when you're testing a new product, unless you're willing to spend more and test for 2 days and even 3 days, then you will think that the product is the problem, or maybe your creatives is the problem, but it's not that. CBO is not meant to test, it's meant to scale. Every full-time dropshipper that I know that is making hell of a money online, test with ABO and scale with CBO for the same reason that I'm going to give you right now. This is a well-known thing behind the dropshippers tools. Okay, now that I told you that, let's get to this point. Now, the CBO doesn't spend your money effectively. And the reason why specifically, it's because they don't spend your money effectively when it's new. So when you're trying new interests, so let's say you're trying 6 new interests and 3 of them are performing super well and you put them inside of a CBO, it will destroy everything. But now let's say you're testing 2 campaigns of CBO with 3 interests each, and you test them and you don't know, it will perform horribly. CBO performs well when you already have something that is working. So when you have winning interests with winning creative and you put them inside the CBO, like it's like a printing machine. But if you do the same thing and it's just testing with CBO, it's most of the time not going to end well for you. So keep that in mind. Now, there's 3 main ways to use the CBO. And most people, they know maybe 1, maybe 2, but not 3. So I'm leaving the last crunchy parts for the end. Okay. So what are the 3 main things? Well, the first thing that you need to understand is CBO, the way that most people use it is they use it with 3 different winning interests. So you test 6 interests, 3 of them are winners with high ROAS. You put them inside of your CBO and it performs great. So everybody knows that. That's pretty simple. But there's another version of CBO. So what is that version? That version, again, easy peasy. 3 times the same interest. So you put 3 times the same interest. So if, let's say, the interest Nike work for you, then you put 3 times the interest Nike. So keep that in mind. It is extremely important that you try different strategies of CBOs because you don't know what will work for you and your products. So those 3 strategies, every time that I launch a new product and it makes me money and I start building momentum, I use those 3 strategies. Okay, let's say that you try the first one and it works great. Amazing. But maybe you will try another one and it will work better. So always keep that in mind. And if not, then you can definitely scale the first one and forget about the other two. But when it comes down to ads, you need to really think about testing everything because sometimes there's certain things that works great on certain products and other things that will work on other products. So it's not obviously we are giving you, me and my brother, our strategy that is proven to work on most of the products. And we have developed multiple strategies over the years to test a product. And we have refined those strategies and make it, as consistent as possible with the data that we had and the data of our student. But still, every product is a little bit different. So even though there's strategies that could work overall with every product, when it comes down at the end to scaling, there's a few little twists that you need to do on each product to make it as much profitable as possible. So keep that in mind. Now, the third and final one is extremely important because this one, it doesn't work very often. So what I mean, it's not the first initiative that I'm going to do because I have always more than one interest when it comes down to my CBO. Like it's just normal. But sometimes you have a product that is a hard scaling, like a hard to scale product, and it doesn't scale, it doesn't scale, it doesn't scale. So when it comes down to that moment, that specific moment, we're going to try one single interest, that specific interest with a higher budget and the CBO. And sometimes it goes from having not a winner to having a massive winner just because of that. And that's craziness to me. So you can literally switch the behavior of your product, of the customer, of everything, of the optimization just by doing that. So keep that in mind. It is extremely useful. I don't use it very often, but when I use it in my tool bag, I'm happy because I know it will do some damage. And when it comes down to damage, it means printing money for me for product that I wouldn't believe would have made money to me before because they were not scalable, in my opinion. And how do I know all of this? How can I tell you every single thing that I just said? Well, because I have multiple stores and I have created also multiple stores over the years. I've been dropshipping for 7 years and I helped countless amount of people with my brother to make money online. You don't believe it? Well, I just put you a little screenshot right here of one of our store that we have documented with basically the same strategy that we preach from the last few weeks. And this store is currently running. And that's just a mini store for your entertainment. But that's not it. You want to know and see more results? You can go into our Instagram account and you're going to see a countless amount of results under the student tab and hundred of results from our students in the past. So guys, this is what you need to do when it comes down to CBO. So please don't do the wrong thing, do the right thing. And I know it's a lot, but rewatch the video 1, 2, 3 times, take notes because it is extremely important because the next time that you're going to test a product, maybe that it's not scaling that well or that it's not scaling at all. And by doing those things, you will get out of that pocket, out of that de-optimization, and you will re-optimize everything by doing the correct thing. So keep in mind, you're playing with a software that is there to make you money, but at the same time, if you don't know things, it's there to take your money. And they don't care if you're making money. You better know that software, because if not, they will simply take everything from you. So the next time you start testing, keep that in mind, test those things, and see you on the next video. Love you all, and peace out.